that in Dragon Ball Z? Have you ascended? You know what I'm saying? I never asked that question, but at that age, it seems like it's really early.
I don't think so.
Hmm. Yeah, so for everyone watching, yes, I'm gonna be very overprotective of these young hyenas out here, and my daughter also has like 12 uncles. So if I can't get it done, they'll get it done.
Yeah. Well, if that's the case, for my daughters, all y'all need to worry about is me, nigga. That's it. That's it. You know what I'm telling you, cuz I got shit around the house, nigga. I'll jump up in the air, do a twist, you know what I'm saying? Uh, touch my ankles and come down, and I have like two swords in my hand. There's no like, where the fuck that?
Right, yeah, out of nowhere.
Yep.
Hey, we didn't say it last episode, um, but R.I.P. Jason Frank, man. For those who don't know, I believe his name was Jason Frank. For those who don't know, he was the Green Ranger from Power Rangers. Did we talk about that or
Well,
no? We didn't
no,
talk
he
about.
didn't have.
Yeah, yeah, he ended up passing away.
Oh man,
Yeah, he was I
you
wouldn't
know
say
he was. Nah, he was the cool. What's his name? He was Tommy on there, right?
yeah, yeah, he was Tommy.
Yeah. So he was the cool, go against the grain dude. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Plus, what I'm saying, he had the best Zord anyway, because the nigga played the flute, what I'm saying, the dragon
Mm.
flute. And
Yeah, yeah.
nigga came out the
And then it
water
came.
like,
I know they made his Zord presentation like it was hard because
yeah.
everybody else was all mediocre because the Tommy's was like
Like,
damn, cuz he's the Pied Piper.
right. And then remember when like even when the Power Rangers formed, their Megazord, how like his dragon was still giving them work. It's like, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
Tommy's
yeah.
Tommy's ill.
Yeah. Oh man, and R.I.P. to Kirstie Alley too.
Yes.
Man,
Yeah. I mean, growing up, being kids watching, television. Yeah, Cheers was one of those
cheers.
shows.
Yeah,
We didn't really know about it, but like Chris
I
Alley.
knew about it. I watched it. I
I
ain't
mean,
gonna
as
lie.
far as like the Boston culture, you know what I mean? Like the
Oh
what it
yeah,
is
yeah,
now. We didn't know about that, so we just watched it as a television show. It was
yeah.
cool. But
It
I
was
mean,
funny too.
Kirstie Alley was one of those ones though. You know,
Yeah, it's sad. And apparently she died of colon cancer. So
yeah,
for all
that's
you
crazy.
out there, well, I know I'm about around the age right now, you know what I'm saying? Like in a year or two, I got to start getting my checkups and shit. I ain't happy about it, but to have a prolonged life so I can be around for my for my loved ones, guys, I got to do it.
Yeah, and
So
that's what it's all about. But um,
yeah, let's get to something
hey,
else, man.
hey,
Nobody want
all
to talk
right.
about that
I was
shit.
like, hey, now real quick though, are you trying to walk into the doctor's office like hella hard? Like, hey man, hey yo, be gentle with me, cuz.
I mean, what
Like,
I forgot what comedian he said. I think it was D.O. He said nigga, he was telling me he got his thing done and he was like the doctor was like, motherfucker, you clenching too hard and he was like shit well he said I forgot what he said. But no, I'm not gonna be hard because I'm gonna be like a fucking I'm gonna be like a little rabbit, man. Scared of the motherfucker.
all
I'm not
right.
looking forward to it, but
Oh no,
anyway,
I don't think any man is, you know what I'm saying, but it has to be done.
yeah.
But hey, welcome to Talk About the Hours with your host TJ Bay and Alan Poe. Sorry about that little side conversation, but that's what it is going on in our lives right now. But real quick, I kind of want to talk to you a little bit. Last episode, I left yourself and the listeners off with a question. And the question was,
The
do you
N.W.A.
feel that NWA was a plant? And when I say a plant, as like a plant artist, there's certain artists that get put into the mixing cycle to change music. So, for instance, Taylor Swift, I think she's a plant because there's no way that she can be that successful. And I know there are probably a lot of Taylor Swift fans out there. but there's no way that she can be that successful, but all her songs sound the same.
Um, okay. Well, um, okay. So I'm gonna touch on N.W.A first.
All right.
Yes, some niggas is plants because every single one of them has every single one of them. I don't care. Not one of them was a gangster. Cause not one. They already told you that. You seen it when what was that movie they called Straight Outta Compton?
I mean,
If that's the true basis of the story, yeah, not one near one of them niggas is a gangster. Yeah, so they was pushing gangster music. They was pushing all these, what I'm saying, doing it, all this, going to, like you said, going against the system and shit like that. Nigga,
right.
like, man, of course they were plants. Yeah, we seen the real story on them now. If they wasn't living the life, they wasn't out there, what I'm saying, doing what they was rapping about. So
Well,
therefore,
from the movie though, the only one that seemed to be actually in the streets was Easy.
nah, it's not about being in the streets though,
No,
man. It's being
but
what
I
they
mean, what I'm saying, living that life though, because you got to
that
think, from what the movie portrayed, Easy was a drug dealer, right? We all know that.
uh yes.
So he would be the only one that actually has a background in gangsterism, I guess.
Man, he has a background in drug dealing.
Yeah, but you got to be a gangster like if you're selling drugs. You
Not
can't be
really.
well, you can't be half-hearted selling drugs. Like you got to have your head on a swivel at all times. You just can't be out there like shaking hands, kissing babies, and selling the pack. That's not
All right,
happening.
man. Well, let me tell you this real quick, my friend. There is a few type of drug dealers in this world. There are the people that do it just because it's fun and it's they can say they're doing it. There are the people that do it because they can't get a job anywhere and you know what I'm saying society is keeping their foot on their neck. And then there's the motherfuckers that just don't give a flying fuck. Nigga, it's against the system.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna sell drugs. Okay, I'm gonna
Okay.
shoot people. All right, I'm gonna do this. Those are your gangsters right there. But they also claim a flag or something like that. Or yeah, you don't even have to claim a flag. Really, you just got to do that. If you go in against the system, um, say, nigga, someone does you wrong and you retaliate with gunplay and all that shit, man, that's gangster shit. Man, I didn't see that in Easy just from watching Straight Outta Compton. I just seen he was a drug dealer, and you know what I'm saying. Yeah, he might have sold to some. I think he sold to like college kids and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And not anybody that would want to rob him and shit
And
because
of course, it's a movie too. So
true. But
it
that's what
could
makes me
be.
think is how much is real. Because if that was the case for Suge just came and punked him and slapped him and did all that shit to him because Easy ain't no gangster, man. I mean,
But Suge Knight was also
gangster.
nah, but he was an all American lineman. Like, you know what I'm
Man,
saying?
Suge
Like,
Knight was a gangster. Easy E was five, 6. You know what I'm saying? Like
so
nigga, if you was about that, nigga, you wouldn't have let Suge slap you or punk you for all that. Nigga, you'd have put out your strap, nigga, and you know what I'm saying, you'd have went to work. But
yeah, but if you're a businessman, right?
you
Because
gonna
at
let
the
him take all your shit and then you just
well,
gonna
well,
take it.
well, no, what I'm saying is at this point in N.W.A, he was no longer in the streets. He was an act. So he's a businessman now, trying to make money.
Yes.
So, and that's the difference between now and then. Because back then, yeah, you might hear some things that went on, but niggas weren't, on your lawn firing at you. You know what I'm saying? Because no matter what, even when Dre got his deal, Easy E was still getting paid.
Yeah. And that's another thing. Dr. Dre's go corny ass. Nigga, he had no gangsterism in him. Yeah. This nigga want to be a poet and a ballerina and shit like that, man. Come on, man. You rapping about I respect Dre for his business acumen, right? That's it. That's it.
Okay. So recently on Instagram, not Instagram, Twitter, I guess DJ Quick had just put
I
out.
seen that. I
So
seen that. I
he
should be where Dre is.
right now is that hate?
I don't know.
And when I say hate, is it hate because okay, they are both two talented producers. We all can agree on that, correct? But
Mm.
it's like he brought up the fact that he had backing, right? That he had a machine behind him, which DJ Quick also could have gotten. That's all I'm saying. So is it hate against Quick? Because yeah, some people are better than.
But I'm gonna
All right,
real quick. But hold on before you finish. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm gonna say something right now. There, there's a reason that I believe that DJ Quick is where he is and where Dre is. But go ahead and finish. Yes.
well, it's kind of like okay, two aspects. So take their situation and then take like our situation, right? In high school football. There were players that we were better than in high school who ended up going farther than we did, getting into the league, correct? So
Yes.
it's like we could have said, hey, I would have been there if I had that backing, after the fact. But we didn't do that. It was like, hey man, congratulations. You know what I'm saying? You're an all pro. Congrats.
All
It's
right.
like it's like what's the point of bringing it up? Like what are you really trying to um convey, or what is your position in this? I mean, if he's trying to get Dre to drop Detox, I mean, that might be another play too, because maybe DJ Quick, he has produced with Dre on multiple songs, especially Chronic 2001. So is he trying to bring Dre like, hey man, drop that shit that I helped you on?
Man, I'm gonna put it like this. You gotta you gotta sell your soul to be where Dre is. And DJ Quick, if you're listening or if you ever do hear this, if you wanted to be where Dre is, nigga, you know what you gotta do. I'm sure people came at you with it. Nigga, if you got integrity, nigga, don't worry about it. Let it go.
But
I'm gonna just say this, man.
yeah, all right.
Now, this is coming from me. How you feel is how you feel. This is how I feel. What I seen, Kez, and what I heard, man, Kez, you know what I'm saying, and what I put together is why I'm saying what I'm saying. Two
Mm-hmm.
plus two to me equals five. But you want to know why? Because there's a reason. Because I'm not just saying, oh, five, because I'm dumb. It's because I'm saying it. I know two plus two equals four, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's there's the hidden part that you don't see, because or I could say this because it's sleight of hand. We seen the Dre thing, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, he came out like he was a gangster. This nigga was wearing all this shit, cuz and then when you check, when they went back and said about his life, man, they showed you that he had no gangster ish in him, cuz except for maybe him saying what's up to the gangsters. Ice Cube, no gangsterish in him except their lyrics. That's it. That's the only gangster thing about them. And yes, Easy was the only one that lived somewhat close to the life, but
but
he
that kind
didn't
of
live that life.
but that kind of support not really supports my point, but it's like okay, they're music artists, they're recording artists. So
Exactly.
so my thing is, so when I brought up the plant, I was speaking about how before N.W.A came onto the scene, it
Mm-hmm.
was dance music.
Yeah.
You had Hammer,
Yeah.
you had Kid and Play, you had Kwame,
Right.
right?
Right.
So once N.W.A came onto the scene and they were highly successful, and they were talking about root issues because in LA that was going on, right?
Nigga, I don't know, Al, I don't know if you've seen this, but there's a video back when Crazy Bone said that there was a meeting when they were going to shift the way hip hop was portrayed.
Right.
It's just making him look 10 times more right now.
Uh,
If that was a conspiracy, it
correct.
doesn't seem like it anymore because it make it, you hear it in all the lyrics now. Everybody got a gun. Oh, I'm ready to body this nigga. I'm ready to body that nigga. Like every single rap song, cuz, and then the masses just eat it up, cuz. And then when you hear that, cuz we expect you, or you're not we, sorry, they expect you to live that life that you're sitting there talking about. They don't want to see you nigga doing positive shit, nigga. They want to see your ass out killing niggas, getting money, selling drugs, and doing all that shit. If you rap about it, nigga, that's what you supposed to be doing. And
You know,
that's why N.W.A was planted.
but you know what happened um
What?
in rap music?
Mm-hmm.
There was one integral part or one little catchphrase that got erased in hip hop.
What?
Like a
Like a?
yeah.
Oh yeah. Yep.
But I'm like a I'll bust you like a right. So now they got rid of that because that's the only thing that kept rap music. Yeah, they were talking violence, but yet it was like I'll do you like a. Now it's like, no, I'll just do you. I'll just shoot you.
Yeah,
You know
nigga.
what I'm saying?
I'm gonna be you. Yeah, you did. See, the thing is, man, is I really do believe this is that there's gonna be a shift in the rap, or hip hop industry, whatever the hell you want to call it. There's
Mm-hmm.
going to be a big shift, and I'm guessing we are going to be talking about this in a way because uh, I got something that is just going to make you say when I'm talking about this, and this is something that a topic we'll be bringing up in a little bit, but anyways, yes, the N.W.A. to me is a plant from what I put together now, and it worked. They worked. They did exactly what they were supposed to do or set out to do. And that's why Dr. Dre is where he is, because he said, I'm gonna be a good boy, master. And he did exactly what he was told. And guess what? He got paid for it. Nigga, you can sit there and look puzzled all you want to, nigga. You don't think like me.
Nah, what it is that I'm formulating my context for one of the other subjects that's going on that's big. But
Uh,
what I'm thinking of is, see, the difference is that us growing up, we knew it was entertainment to where and the like the okay. I will I will agree with you with this. It's all integrated between music, the internet, social media, right? So
mm,
that's the that's where I can agree with you on this because too many like if you're a real killers that we grew up with. I mean, we didn't really know who the killers were, but
man,
like
if you
everything was kept in silence, though.
exactly,
You know what I'm saying?
you said it right there.
You might have heard about it. It
And
was
they
like,
heard
oh,
it in the
I don't know.
song.
Yeah,
I forgot what song he said. Real killers don't talk.
right. And
It
so,
ain't no show. It's not no show. It's not no spectacle. Like you don't. I don't know, man. It's
but
just
it's like the younger
it's
generation, they want to see it. Like, hey, all right, you was
no. And
killing,
not
let me
just
see
want to
it.
see it. They want to
Yeah,
do it just to, and they want to do it to prove a point. Like you know what I'm saying. And it's kind of our fault too. Like some of the older cats. You know what I'm saying. Is we keep saying that these little dudes is like, oh, y'all keep talking about it, but y'all ain't living that life, and that's provoking these young rappers to do this shit now, man. So it's our bad too. I'm not gonna push all the blame out on, you know what I'm saying, just on young people, because it's us too. We the ones that's questioning their ethics and their, their street cred, you know what I'm saying? So like it's our fault too. So
you
we
want to hear
gotta
something?
change that stigma. Is
You
we
want to hear
gotta
something
stop
really
telling
funny?
these little kids that we want to see it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you ain't living that life, man. Leave them alone. Let them rap about it. Let it just be fake and let it be rap. You know, them just rapping about it.
You,
Sorry.
you,
Go ahead.
no. You made an excellent point. But you know what step was left out for me was that after all this shit started happening about, let me see it, you ain't about that life. We kind
Yeah.
of skipped the whole, okay, how to rebuild your community type rap, or like to bring everyone back together. So instead of doing that, it went straight to money.
It's money. But see, the thing is it can still be about money. It just doesn't have to be about killing.
No, no, no. What
Yeah.
I'm saying, but what
I
I'm
know. I
saying is,
mean, I'm just talking in general, but I understand what you're saying.
yeah, what I was trying to say was that that message after doing so much killing, like
Right.
that should be that bring everyone together. I think that's why a lot of people don't really revere or they don't revere Tupac for his lyrical ability, but he should be revered for his complexity. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like being a true human being, fighting between right and wrong and fighting against your demons. Because yeah, he had songs like "Hit
Yeah.
'Em Up," but then he had "Dear Mama," then he had like "Keep Your Head Up," then he had like "Toss It Up." You know what I'm saying? So he
Tupac was one of the greatest actors in history.
but he was human with his music. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Exactly.
There was
And he
emotion.
there was emotion, there was there was sorrow, there was empathy,
Mhm.
there's anger, you know what I'm saying? There's rebellion, it is what it is. Tupac made music for everybody, man. And that's
Right.
why he's one of the greatest, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say the greatest, but one of the greatest. He made music for everybody. And you know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people can enjoy Tupac's music. But
I don't think, and that kind of solidifies my question. Just talking with me and you is that you can tell who are plants and who aren't because him and Biggie weren't plants.
it's not plant. You're right. I don't think they were plants at all. Nigga, it's just
But
nigga, they made music for everybody.
right, but that's kind of what ultimately got them um what made them meet their demise. I'm not going to use the word sacrifice because that's not what I believe. That's not what I think. But I think that's what inevitably led to their demise was them being so honest and so true to their music. And they knew they wanted to get that music out to the people to hear, and the industry wasn't playing with that.
See, that was the thing too, man. And this is why I kind of take blame. I mean, I take blame in the generation of the things that happened. Not just oh, it's my fault. Biggie and Tupac died, but I'm just saying, like our generation, like what I'm saying. We we always our people our age always ask to see something. You know what I'm saying? When Tupac was, when he came out with Dear Money, all the thug niggas, they got on his head like, oh, nigga, you going soft now, nigga? Oh, so,
Really?
nigga, oh, yeah. What?
I said, really? I never heard like people get on his head about that song.
No, not, I mean, I'm just saying, not Dear Mama. I'm just saying, like,
Oh, gotcha, gotcha.
the way the song, oh, this nigga in love, you know what I'm saying? I know nobody disrespects their mama, but like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh, Brenda's got a baby is a better example or something like that. You know what I'm saying? He's like, oh, this nigga's not rapping about thug shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's not people were questioning it. It's just people were like, oh, this nigga's not just a thug, nigga. Like he's something else.
He's
You know
going
what I'm
through, yeah,
saying?
he's going through human emotions.
There's
Like
something else.
he didn't really get into his thug shit until death row.
Yeah, exactly. And and there you go, right there. There's your correlation. They brought Tupac in, and Tupac, oh, Al, nigga, you just answered your own question right there, man. Why you think they brought Tupac to death row so he can push that gangster shit to the masses? Because Tupac was very influential, and they seen what he was about to be.
Mhm. Yeah.
Damn, damn. So there you have it. Now, I
I
want to
guess I
stay in the music
guess I've done it,
industry.
y'all. I guess I've done it.
Yeah, yeah, I think you did. So I want to stay in the music industry right now because the next person I wanted to say my thing about is in this industry. And yes, for
Shit. Go. All right.
man, I'm gonna just call the nigga how I know him, Mr. Kanye West. Man, I don't know, I don't care about that Ye shit. I mean, he is Ye now, but that's legally his name, so he legally changed it. But I'm gonna call him Kanye just for my person. I mean, just because that's how I know him. So we're seeing a lot of stuff that Kanye is saying,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of it is being deemed as anti-Semitic, which in cases, yes, a lot of it is, but I think what we are not seeing is where Kanye's coming from. And I'm not saying that to be like, oh, we should listen to Kanye and what he's saying is right and stuff like that. I'm talking about the way what he's doing in his own way for us to see what's going on or what's about to go on. And I'll explain more in a minute because
All
what
right.
I did, go ahead. Go
I'm gonna
ahead.
say, let me get this out the way. Um, Actually, no. I want you to finish your statement because I need to formulate what I exactly want to say without being redundant or repugnant. You know what I'm saying? I
All
don't want
right.
to turn anyone off about this. So continue.
All right. So this is what I'm saying here. When you look up anti-Semitism, the uh what is it? The definition says, I believe it says this is the hatred of people of the Jewish Jewish
Descent.
community or descent, right? And okay, what this man is doing, you're deeming anti-Semitic, yes. But what he never said once is he came out and said, I hate Jews, which is the, you know,
But I
definition of anti-Semitism. He's making, he is making, these comments like saying, oh, I like Hitler. But he's not crossing this line, you know what I'm saying? He's being like Kanye's not, I don't think he's a genius, but I think he thinks different than we do. And what he's trying to make us see right now, and this is what he's doing right, what I believe is he's trying to wake black people up and see something about Jewish people. Because look, it's what I seen from this, and this is just an opinion. You know what I'm saying? It's just all this shit that you know what I'm saying. What he initially started off saying was he's tired of Jewish people, taking over, what is it, taking advantage of black entertainers. So I think that was his initial uh, gripe. You know what I'm saying? Now, I think he's doing all this and saying all the things is saying now because he's trying to make it like this. He's trying to pit black people against Jewish people. And the way he's doing it is, I think he's going about it all wrong. I just may say that. I'll just say that. I'll put that out there right now. I think he's going
okay.
about it all wrong.
Okay.
But I think he's doing it in his own way to where we somehow see what is going on right now. Because when we scream, when you see racism, right, which is not just racism is not just, one uh, you know, Caucasian people being
Right.
uh hating black people. Racism is all that. It's anti-Semitism, it's all that. You know what I'm saying? So what he's doing is now is he's making it like he's making it saying like he's making us try to see that black people have been persecuted for so long, you know what I'm saying? And nobody bat like the Jewish people don't bat an eye when it's coming at us. You know what I'm saying? They don't say a word when it's coming at us, like the racism part. But when it's anti-Semitism now, look at the uproar that's usually coming from the Jewish community. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you hear every Jewish person is offended. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not saying not every Jewish person, but
Right.
like
I understand.
Jewish people are offended. It's all this, it's so bad. It's so hateful. It's all this. But what about, you know what I'm saying? What we get, the hatred we get from not just, maybe Caucasian people, from other people.
From just the world.
Yeah.
And let us take a commercial break and we'll be right back. And we are back. So we took a small little break, had to iron some things out. Me and T were discussing backstage on his topic, his latest statement. So please continue about why you feel Kanye is acting this way or saying these things.
Right. So to continue the point, what I was saying was he is doing this to bring up how the Jewish community doesn't defend against all racism, just anti-Semitism.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, you know, yeah, it is Kanye. And the reason we gotta think outside the box when we think about this man right here. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not thinking like we do. So what his motives is, I truly believe is he's trying to make Jewish people. He is
What
trying to
he's trying to make
put
Jewish
them
people,
on blast.
but okay, let me interject real quick.
Go ahead.
So my only thing, you know, what he could be saying is true or it could be false. The
Which part
state
is true or false?
it could be running the whole entertainment industry using black people for their gain.
All right. Okay.
My only thing that I have a problem with is that he said to or told them, yeah, it happened, get over it. Now, my problem with that is being a black man, how long have black people or yeah, how long have black people always harped on the same thing?
See,
and
that was
and
another
and and
right.
anytime someone tells us, "Hey, it happened 400 years ago, get over it," and we're like, "What? Like, hell no! Nah. What the fuck are you talking about?" So I,
That's
I can
why.
I can see their anger in that. So for him to be a black man and tell another race that was also persecuted and killed to get over something, I think that's fucked up.
um, that just that just proves my point even more. Yes, we have been told to get over it. Now he's telling the Jewish community to get over it. Just like we should be getting over it, right? Man,
There,
I
but
just believe
there's a huge
I just
difference.
yeah, there's a all right, whatever. There's a difference, but I'm just
And I'll explain the difference. Go ahead.
and you can explain the difference for the people and stuff like that. But I just believe this man is doing what he's doing for the reason I stated, and I'm sorry that he's going about it the way he is, but I believe it is what it is.
No, I mean, which I understand, but my point is, okay, the reason why he would say, I'm not speaking for him, but to get over it, it's gonna sound hella bad. But the problem is that they've been paid for their hardships. You feel me?
Yeah.
Now, if Black America was paid for all of America's past transgressions, then we would have no reason to complain about shit. So, in other words, look at Black Wall Street. I think I brought this up years ago,
Yeah.
or not years ago, but a
Now
couple
it
episodes
was
ago.
like a month. Yeah,
So
like
it
a
was one
month
of those
ago.
things where it's like it was a striving community of black owners, black businessmen. They were starting their own business, right? The same way that the Jewish community would have done or
Mm-hmm.
or did. So I think the whole problem with him saying get over it to me is that you can't tell someone to get over their history's hardships. But I think he's saying it because they got paid infrastructure and they built this conglomerate system and now they're getting paid off of black people.
It's Kanye West.
But why not
Exactly.
come out? But see, why not come out and say that? Why be so cryptic and say just rude shit? See, that's the problem too,
It's
because
Kanye West.
it doesn't. No, he's taking a page out of Trump's book.
It's Kanye West. The man wants to. The man. we gotta understand this too, because like out of all things, you know what I'm saying, even more than money, man. And I will say this, I believe this wholeheartedly. Even more than money, the man craves attention more than anything.
Mhm.
Anything. To him, attention is worth more. I mean, is worth more than to him than money. People, him being heard, him getting to say what he says. That's why he says these crazy ass things because we're all listening right now. We're all listening. That's he's getting what he wants. The attention is on him. So
Nah, man, nah, fuck that. I'm not jocking that shit. First of all, um, he has to have a puppeteer or a handler. First of all, so he's acting out one because he lost his family. That's another thing too. Like, dog, no one needs to know about if or if not Chris Paul was with your wife. So you brought that to center stage for what? So now you're just another black man bring down a black man for what? Because you couldn't finalize your household because
nigga,
you weren't the
it's
man of the house.
Kanye West.
That's an
He's
excuse. Titan. That's an excuse. I don't care
it don't have
if
to
it.
be an excuse, nigga. It's him. That's all it is,
Nah,
bro.
I don't.
He
But
said he
but
does
that's
the
an
shit.
excuse though. It's kind of like we're giving him a pass to be him. Like to be yes, he should be himself. But it's like oh yeah, that's
Oh,
Kanye
nigga,
just being
right, right,
Kanye.
right. You're true. I'm not. I wouldn't give him an excuse, but
But
like,
that's what
nigga,
everyone's been doing.
I'm
It's
not.
like oh well,
No, we're
Kanye's being
not.
Kanye.
Somebody, people aren't excusing him for some of the shit. Like he's being held accountable for some of the shit. But it's I'm just saying it's kind of the reason I say it's Kanye is Kanye because nigga I'm just one, you know what I'm saying? I'm just one voice, nigga. It's just me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like this nigga's not gonna listen to our podcast and listen to me just because I'm telling him, you know what I'm saying, what I might say to him might resonate as the truth and see what or I might see what I'm saying he might see it like he might agree with me of how he's acting. I don't know. But all I'm just saying is, man, is the dude does this shit, and like, nigga, we ain't saying nothing about it. All we want to do is just watch it. We're watching it. He's trending, and that is the main thing about social media. It's not, it's not just to make bread because it's for you trending. That's why they put that shit on there.
So basically, he's a puppet for whoever's running the
He's a
shit.
puppet for whoever running this shit. Oh yeah, he got his money. He got Adidas taken from him. He got his shit, but he's still making bread somehow, some way. So somebody's letting him do the shit he's or
But
just
see,
letting him. I don't know, man. See, the thing is we don't know. We can just speculate and we can
true.
watch and we can come up with shit. Just what I'm saying, trying to formulate shit from artists is because we will never ever know. It doesn't matter what he tells us because we will never ever know the true story.
And the coldest part is that his mom's not around to tell him to sit his ass down.
There's
The
nobody to put him in check.
yeah, and that's the problem.
So yeah, we can't give up. But I would like to change the energy a little bit. Do you have another topic you want to talk about right now? Because
I actually do. I actually do.
I got
And but the crazy part is it kind of falls straight in line. And we all know, um,
nigga, line it up and let's knock it down.
all
We
right,
going bowling.
we all know the recent news that head coach Deion Sanders has left Jackson State University and HBCU to become the head coach at the University of Colorado. And it seems like a lot of the black community have an issue with him doing this.
I don't.
Well, I guess this topic is over with. All right, so what's next? Nah, but my thing is, um, Deion Sanders came to Jackson State University. In 3 years, he had a 27-5 record and won two back-to-back swag titles. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when he got to Jackson State, and I think a lot of people are saying this, is that he said that well, God brought me here,
Hmm.
right?
He did. He did say that.
But it's funny how niggas get religious when shit doesn't work out. So let's backtrack. So he went 27-5, won two back-to-back championships. Now he has the opportunity because he didn't have an opportunity before. He got looked over at that Florida State job,
Hmm.
which he was an All-American and brought highlight to Florida State. So
And he
he looked over that job or got looked over for that job, and then
and
went
he
to Jackson.
wasn't gonna be no assistant there, so he
Right?
didn't want to.
Yeah, it's prime. It's prime. He's the main attraction. So what he did was he went to an HBCU, built that school up, and actually built up HBCUs. And it seems like the black community has a problem with him leaving. Like, oh, why are you going? How can he
He
leave in
should have
3 years?
stayed.
You should have
Yeah.
stayed. But it's like, okay, what more can you do except for just keep winning championships at this same level? Yet they get mad when he went to Colorado, right? An all, white school. Like not all white school, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But now he's a traitor. But it's like,
He ain't
okay,
no damn traitor, man. Come
listen what I'm
on.
saying.
Right. I hear what you're saying, but good.
So
I'm just reacting as he does.
to me, when I hear this, it's like, oh, another black man getting used by the white man to succeed, right? But in my eyes, it's like, okay, so if Deion would have stayed, the black man would be doing the exact same thing to Deion that the white man's doing because HBCU
Exactly.
got credibility and they got credit off of him being, front and center, bringing attention. So what is I mean, why are you so upset? And everyone's like, oh, it's for the money. It's for the money. Do you understand that all his coaching staff coached with him in high school? They followed him to Jackson State where they were getting paid peanuts. So as a homeboy, as a friend, hey, I'm going to Colorado, bring you with me so we all get paid. That means all his assistant coaches' families are well off. I don't see a problem with that.
Right. Yeah. I
And he's
agree.
and he's bringing his son with him.
I
So
agree.
it's like I just have a issue with human beings sometimes, man, because like niggas want to take the high road in certain instances. And I got a problem with that because it's like, well, they're mad because he's no longer doing for the black community, right? But the whole concept or the whole discussion was being a good black man and providing for the black family. So if he's doing that for a black family and many other black families, what's the problem?
There shouldn't be no problem, man.
Because you can't eat off him no more. Okay, hey, he set the foundation for HBCUs and your division, the SWAC, right? So since he laid that down, guess what? It's your job to keep it up. That's like me being a top surgeon in a small city, right? And because the community loves it so much, although I have this huge opportunity to go to a bigger city and make more money, they get mad at me like, oh, you don't care about the people. Like, nigga, I just sewed you up yesterday. Like, what are you talking about?
All right.
He hooked y'all up. Hold up. He hooked y'all up, brought you guys to the forefront to where everyone's now talking about HBCUs, flipped the number one recruit in the whole country to go to Jackson State to give you guys more props. And now you're mad about it. Hey, in the words of Shonuff, nigga, please.
Oh, they finna be on your head. Okay.
I don't I don't
No, I'm
care.
playing. I'm playing.
Nah,
But no,
because like
let me add. Hold on. Let me add. I want to add to. I want to add to this too because I do agree with you. The thing is, what we're missing here about Dion is this, and what you said was a good point. Is oh he can't now he's going to a Colorado predominantly white owned school or something. You know what I'm saying? He's getting used by the white man. But if we stayed at uh Jackson State, right, he's getting used by the black people. So it
right.
doesn't. We're missing the point of
Right.
what's. We're missing the whole point is Dion's being used.
But
Okay.
see, there's a difference in terminology because if he's working for the white man, he's being used. But if he's still staying with the black community, he's a benefit. You see what I'm saying?
No, he's being used is what I'm trying to
Right,
say.
right,
I
right, right,
agree. I
right.
agree with you,
But it's like
but I'm
terminal,
trying.
but terminology is everything in this
Right.
because with him staying in the HBCUs, it benefits the HBCUs. You see what I'm saying?
Mm.
But it doesn't.
Well,
It
I already
doesn't.
see what you're saying.
Okay,
I've been seeing what you're saying. I was
the
just
floor
trying
is
to
yours.
add to
The floor is
it.
yours. The floor is yours.
Yeah, I've been trying to add to it because so I respect you, Al, because the take you said I'd agree with completely. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm going to add to it is we're missing the point. Is what I was saying is he's being used. It's not a benefit, and it's not a benefit. It's not being he's being used by one people. He's being used. Period.
Right.
He's being used to push HBCUs to the forefront, so people would or whatever. And he's being used by Colorado, so kids would go to their school and stuff like that. So like he's being used. But this is another thing I want to say, man. We sit here and talk about funding and funding and funding and funding. Oh, HBCUs aren't being funded. Man, if we're black and we're saying that because you have no leg to stand on unless you're donated. If you haven't donated to a HBCU, if you're not donating like the boosters that go to these Power Five schools and shit like that, you can't say anything. You shouldn't say anything. There shouldn't be nothing about funding.
That's why
Take
those colleges are so successful because their boosters give back
their
and they
boosters
build
go to
this.
the exactly. They go to their schools or their kids go to their schools and they give them money. HBCUs, you're excuse me, I'm sorry to say, is saying our black children go to these schools and that's all they do. The parents don't give them no money. The parents don't boost the school up. Like it's us. We can't sit here and say like, oh, the HBCUs needs funding and shit like that. They don't need funding. They need support. They need you. If you have a problem or if you have an issue with their funding, then you as a black person need to do something about it, especially if you're off in a well-off place. I seen Bomani Jones talking about, oh yeah, like he's trying to put Deion down. Shut your little square butt up and you go do something about it. You make enough money to actually put a dent in, what I'm saying, the boosters for all these HBCUs. So shut up. Stop trying to put Deion down. And if you like, he actually did something about it, and you're just sitting here talking about him.
And I'm about
Go
to
out
get
there
canceled.
and do something about it.
And
Don't sit there and talk.
I'm about to get canceled even more though, because
I'm talking about
that's
put
what the
some dirt on this man's name.
because that's what the Jewish community does though. They build each other up. What do we do?
Yeah, we tearing each other down.
Not even
That's
that.
all.
No, not even well that, but also
It just goes with what you said.
nah, nigga, this is my money, nigga. I ain't giving nobody my money. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, this is mine.
Right. We're
So
greedy. I was just thinking about that, man. Because look, I'm just tell you right now, man. It's not just the Jewish community, man. It's
Hispanic community,
Caucasian. It's
Caucasians,
Hispanic.
everyone,
It's
everyone works
Asian.
together.
Everyone works together. Like they always put their money together, and you know what I'm saying. And they, you know what I'm saying. They come up with shit. We don't. We don't. Nigga. We don't.
Mm.
I mean, some of us do, but most of us don't, because it's when we got it, nigga. It's like, nigga, oh, I worked so hard to get it. Now it's mine. And that
Because
thought process right there just keeps we're not, we can't blame everybody else for having their foot on their neck. It's us with our own damn feet on our necks.
well, and then also the problem is that I think we feel that way because, like you said, we're the only ones. We're doing it on our own, basically.
Oh
Like
yeah, I mean, we're getting it out the
so,
mud, but you know what
right.
I'm
So,
saying?
it's like years ago. Oh shit! Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay, it's like years ago. I remember I ran to. And this is off of Fremont back when she was rapping, right?
you probably shouldn't use names. I mean, you should be like a
I'll,
friend that we went to
yeah,
school with. But
I'll
all
bleep it
right,
out. But I'm saying that just so you know the person I'm talking about. So I'll bleep it out, but whatever. But it was like, when she was rapping, I was telling her, I was like, man, the only thing that we're not doing, we're not just coming together as like Seaside and making rap music something big out here. Why? Because back to our other discussions we've had in many episodes, everyone wants to be the man. Everyone wants to be the one to
Yeah.
put Seaside on the map. And we've all had that goal. If it was music, if it was sports, you know what I'm saying? Like we've had a lot of people go to the NFL, right? But no one's really been a superstar in the NFL. So we were striving to be that. Like, yeah, once I get there, yeah, Seaside's on the map. Wow, right? But that doesn't
Mhm.
happen. So all you get is nothing but hate, you get resentment. Oh, this nigga think he hard. This nigga think he tight. Like, nigga, I had an issue. Not even an issue. I remember, I think it was sophomore, freshman year, right? This nigga approached me in the hallways, right?
Mhm.
Oh, he's like, oh, Al, you think you hard? Like, okay, right? And because niggas was mad. It's like,
He just
cuz,
came out of nowhere and just said, "Al, you think you are?"
yeah. He's like, how you think you hard? I'm like, hey, so be it, nigga. Like, what's the point? Like, no, I don't, but you feel threatened in some way because it is what it is. So that's not my fault.
All right.
Nigga, more money, more problems, nigga. Biggie said it best.
Nah, man, Al, 'cause I already know you feeling some type of way for you to refer back, nigga, to about you know what I'm
No,
saying 23 years ago.
but what I'm saying,
But
but what I'm saying is when you see it enough, and I'm just making a correlation of our community, right?
yeah, that's
So if a nigga's coming up, the first thing you say is, "Oh, nigga, you think you hard? Oh, nigga, you think you tight?" Like, nah, nigga, I'm just playing ball, nigga. Why don't you play ball too, nigga? Then you might get some more bitches, nigga. Like, what's up?
I don't know, man.
Come on, T.
I
Like, I
just
mean, I mean, let's be honest, man. Like,
I yeah, but
I wish
you
I had a
being
picture. I wish I had a picture
you,
of the bomb
you on
squad.
your you on your Kanye tip right now. You talking?
Nah, I'm really not because I'm really not because I'm not putting down my race. I'm just saying, like,
Nah, you putting down
niggas
niggas
is
from Seaside. Yeah.
no, I'm not putting down niggas from Seaside. I'm putting down them niggas, the ones that was talking shit. That's who I'm putting down.
Well, all right, man. So I get your point with what you're saying. Yes, I do believe that, the reason why this is why Atlanta
Matt, yeah,
people
niggas,
from Atlanta succeed in this hip hop business because they all push each other. And you know what I'm saying? They have people out there. It's 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 just hard to say, man. Like the stigma ain't gonna change. We gotta instill it in our kids or something for it to change.
it ain't
But
that hard. It's not. It's
it
really
is
not.
that hard, man.
It's really not that. It's really not that hard.
Everybody
It's
is.
just no one niggas don't think alike. That's the problem.
And that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing right there. Is
And the other communities think alike on building and prospering. That's the problem. Niggas want to be Scarface so fucking bad.
uh,
And I don't mean just in drug dealing. I just mean being the man. They want to be Scarface so bad to where they're the man and not try to build the whole community up. That's it. That's all I'm saying.
man, we all did it, man. I ain't gonna lie. We all did it once or twice in our lifetime. There's nobody. You just not everybody from Seaside. You know what I'm saying? That did something. You like, oh, cause like, oh, I'm happy for them. Cause there's some niggas you like, come on, cause like, cause I should have did that. You know what I'm saying? I should have got a chance like that. Everybody's done it, but
Uh, I would say I've never done that.
nigga. Anyways,
I mean, I've never done
um,
that. That's all I'm saying.
anyway.
And please, if there's like leave names out of it. But
Nah, man,
I've never hold up. I've never stood up or I've never said, "Oh man, I should be the man." No,
no, okay, right, like
that should
that.
be. I
No,
never said that should be me. I've never done that.
no, you're right. But there's times niggas was thinking like, okay, cause like if I had that chance, man, whatever.
If I had that
But
chance, oh, I'd be way better if I had that chance. That's like saying, nigga, you 5'11", and that's another thing too. It's like, oh, you 6'4", cuz you ain't dunking. It's like, nigga, I'm 6'4". I'm not 6'7", 6'8". You act like strength strength doesn't go into jumping. You know what I'm saying?
It's it is what it is, man. I don't.
Nah, fuck these niggas, man. I'm tired
No,
of
I'm
these
just
niggas
saying we.
because
I honestly don't spend energy on talking about Seaside because like
I'm not spending
nobody
energy. I'm not
nobody from
spending
home
energy.
really listens to us really. So
I'm not
like
spending
so
energy. I'm trying to create a level of understanding on what's really going on, what's being said, and what's happening. That's all it is. Like really, no one really fuck with me, so I don't fuck with them niggas either. The ones who fuck with me, I fuck with them. Period. And them niggas know who they are. They're my brothers for life, and that's it. Like
I mean
nigga, hey
we just made the
hey
point.
nigga, when you
Look,
see me down Broadway, nigga, just honk your horn and keep going, cuz.
we just made the point because look, you see, like you said, nobody from back home actually really listens to us.
No,
So
yeah, I heard you.
that's the point is proven. But anyways,
And I'm sorry, y'all. I really got heated on that conversation because that whole Deion thing really threw me for a loop because I posted that question on Facebook about I want to talk about what's the big deal about Deion going to Colorado, and it was a very good conversation. I mean, people were commenting and going back and forth with their opinions, which I appreciate because that gave me more insight. But in my head, I'm like, yeah, but first and foremost, if you boys are not, once you have a family your friends really come to that secondary or not even secondary. It goes on the back burner. Like once you have a kid, you have a family, you can't be like, all right, y'all take care. I'm going out for the night with the homies. Like every now and then that's fine. But it's not like we were growing up where we would always be around each other. Right. You have priorities. So being a head football coach, you have priorities now. So you're setting yourself and your kids up like for instance, his son, good quarterback, right? He's probably the best quarterback in the SWAC. But guess what? He's not going to get looked at that seriously unless he's at a top five school.
okay, so now you've said enough. Let me. This is what I want to finish because I didn't get to finish my point.
My
Because
bad, man.
no, no, you're. I wanted. This is where I do agree with you a lot, and this is what I was trying. This is what I wanted to say. Um, we're missing the point of what Dion is doing here. Okay, like he went to this historic black college and he built the college. He got the college, an or what is that? The endorsement through Under Armour, which the college now is. We're like they have more jerseys than any other college team except Oregon now,
Yeah, the uniforms are sick too.
and their uniforms are hard. Okay, um, they won 3 years in a row. You know what I'm saying? And that's for any coach. If you have Deion's record, I don't care if you was white, black, orange, red, blue, whatever. If you go 27-5 at a school that was once known for barely even getting the 500 records, you're gonna get elevated to wherever the fuck you want to go.
Right.
I'm sorry, that's just how the business works. But this is what we're missing though is he's not just going. He didn't just. It's not that he left the HBCU. He's going to a Power Five school to where he can bring these kids in, not just the kids that have to, whatever, it's any kids. But if we want to keep it there, we want to put it that way because people want to put it that way. Is if he can bring black kids into Colorado now, and they have a better chance at going to the NFL now than ever.
Because they went to a top five school.
Yes, now because they can go to Colorado where Deion is, where he has pull with the NFL. We're
Mm-hmm.
missing the point here. This man is about to change so many kids' lives. And not just one race, not just so many other kids. Like we need to stop this race shit. That's what's separating us more than we are. Like people say, we are all fucking humans, man. We all have if you cut us open, we all have the same stuff, except for me, because I'm not from here. But we all have the same stuff inside of us, man. This is what we're separating us too much. Deion is in a place right now where he can change 100 times more people's lives like that, and not just bring, you know what I'm saying, and not just historic black. Because you know what else he's gonna do is he's not leaving Jackson State, man.
You know what he's gonna do?
he's gonna actually tell like he's gonna keep since he's making more money and all that, he's gonna donate to Jackson State. And
Not like
all
that.
y'all got to, and then not just Jackson State, he's gonna donate to HBCUs and shut all y'all up and make y'all look stupid for coming at him sideways for this.
And not only that, so
You dumb mother.
you
Excuse
know
me. Go
how
ahead. Sorry.
like Alabama, they play these weak schools that get paid to
To
basically take a
play them.
loss, right?
Right.
So I guarantee some of these SWAC conferences and HBC or HBCU schools,
Will
such
be
as
playing some of these
against
Power Five
the
schools.
Colorado will make a very good point about playing like Southern, Grambling.
Grambling, yep.
You know what I'm saying? Playing these smaller HBCU schools and get them paid.
And not just get them paid, get them exposed on national TV at a powerful playing a Power Five school to where these teams, if they are good enough, they can make it, and they say they beat the Power Five school because like Grambling did a few years ago.
Yep.
Like, man, cut the crap, man. Cut the
Especially
crap.
if these kids go to an HBCU and they ball out against
And they
a
ball
Power
out.
Five. Guess what? These other schools, these top five schools, will come calling them like, "Hey, we love. Hey, you guys did us dirty. You know what? We offer you a full ride." Guess what? Now he's elevated up to where he can blow up and become something else and help out the next person. You know what I'm saying? Bring his homeboys along. Speaking of bringing your homeboys along, no one's really talking about what Deion did for his homies.
Yeah. And that deceiver,
He
we
changed
know.
he changed his
Now
homeboys'
everybody's
families'
missing the point.
lives.
Everybody was missing the point.
He changed
Oh,
his
he left
homeboys' lives.
HBCUs. He changed not just his homeboys, man. He's about to change so many lives, man.
It's just dumb.
We
It's just
people are
dumb.
tripping for putting this man down.
It's dumb.
But hey,
Niggas, internet undefeated because they was like, they started showing his video must be the money. And it's like, come on,
it
man. Like,
ain't much. No, I mean, but y'all,
niggas
man,
pay, cuz like, yeah, y'all act like he
he got
loses
money.
money.
He got money.
He wasn't getting
Yeah.
paid anything. Like, he wasn't getting paid the way these upper echelon coaches were getting paid at Jackson State University.
Oh, I got something to say too, real quick.
All right. Yeah, you got about
All
you got about 5 minutes. Let's go ahead.
right, let me toss this in there. Is it man? People complain about how uh, the NFL ain't got no black owners. They barely got any head coaches and shit like that. So this man goes to a Power Five school where it's been predominantly white coaches, get a job that we all, you know what I'm saying? That people are like, man, shut up, man. Everybody shut up, cuz leave Deion alone, man. This is what people strive for. This is what people want to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? We complain if there's not enough black coaches in the NFL, but yet he gets a job that could be, that people, we complain that nobody gets. Like, man, what the fuck do we want?
It's like,
Like,
and then let's look into the future. Let's say if he's very successful at Colorado, right?
and then he does get an NFL job.
And guess who will be the first team coming to call?
Go ahead.
The Atlanta Falcons. So I said here first. So go ahead and timestamp that.
Yep.
So he, you know what I'm saying? So
Bless you.
it's like you can't please everybody, man. You know,
You're
it
not
is
gonna please everybody. Dion, do your
it
thing,
just
man.
sucks, man. It
I
sucks.
respect you for what you're doing, man. You know what I'm saying? You built black colleges up.
So now it's
Nobody
your
was
job.
talking about them before. So
Now it's your
now
job
it's
to maintain it, nigga.
it's and for everyone that wants to sit there and put the man down about that, it's your job to help maintain these black colleges now because like you made yourself a target for this now. You better donate to these black colleges. You know what I'm saying? You better get people to these stands. You it is up to you now, Bomani Jones and all you people for you to make sure black colleges stay at the forefront now because this is the shit you stepped in.
Right. And not only that though, but this
And
is
you
like
can't just wipe it off. You have to walk with it on your shoe.
and exactly. And it's one of the things to where like now it's like, okay, he set you guys up for success. Like Titan said, it's up to y'all to maintain this because what are you gonna do if it falls short? Oh man,
Nigga, it's Deion's
Nigga, it's
fault. No,
Deion's fault. Is you
I'm,
know what I'm saying? Oh man, niggas always want to point the finger and place
yep.
blame. No, nigga, I set you up for success.
Uh, like my girl tells me to take responsibility. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, got to, man.
Shit.
But yeah, this is probably one of our most fiery conversations, especially on my part because I'm tired, man.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah. I
tired.
mean, I can't do it no more, man. I'm not no, I'm not, I'm not filtering my shit for that. I'm gonna tell y'all what I think. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
not trying to make you dislike me, but if you dislike what I'm saying, I'm sorry, but it is what it is. You know.
Yeah, because it's just getting ridiculous nowadays. Niggas is just making me mad.
And next week we're gonna talk about Disney ass, man, because man, they coming for our babies, and I'm not okay with that.
So first it was Balenciaga and now it's Disney.
It's Disney now. It's Balenciaga. We see it. These big nasty ass people, they're coming for our babies, cousin. I'm not okay with that shit.
Oh, before we leave, well, yes, and it's funny that you brought up coming for our babies. Or, I'm sorry, for our babies. Um, Sesame Street. So, I just want to give a shout out, man, to the OG Bob from Sesame Street. Some of you guys might know who he is. Some of you guys might not, but Bob was on that show for years, and he passed at 90 years old. So sorry to end it, in this fashion. But since you brought up babies, I just thought Sesame Street should, get a little limelight and salute Bob.
Salute.
And I'm sure you probably have no idea who Bob is.
I have no idea who you're talking about, but salute to whoever he is.
Yeah, go ahead and look it up, and then you're like, oh yeah, I remember Bob. Because everyone grew up on Sesame Street, man. It doesn't matter if you're what color you are, but everyone grew up on Sesame Street. You know what I'm saying? Those are the foundational building blocks for parents who didn't want to spend time with their kids. Yeah, nigga, I'm letting somebody else teach you, little nigga.
But now you had so many people pointing out shit that was wrong in Sesame Street. Cause like, oh, was it really teaching us, guys, or was it guiding us in the direction that we didn't need to go?
And that could be another topic for next week.
All right.
And thank you guys once again for listening to Talk Spec Hours. We're your hosts, TJ Bay and Alan Poe, TJ dollar sign and Alan Wishes. You know what it is, bitches. If you love it, you love it. If you like it, you like it. If you like it, you like it. If you love it, you love it. We love y'all. Talk to y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.